Don't be so serious about everything.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Let's just chill, huh?
Let's have some fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
And I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd. It's just a goofy name, okay? Hi, what's your name? Todd. I'm Todd.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up and rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Tonight, we've got tons of mail to get to. Lots of emails we got to answer. We got animals attacking and a strange request from a zoo in Denmark that you're going to want to hear about. We've got, another car into a building happened over the weekend, and this is the second time in 2 years this particular structure has been crunched. And we have a current events quiz. And you can win tickets to see America at the Rose Music Center. And I think the show is Friday. Yeah. So it's this week. So that's all coming up on the show, plus so many other things. First thing I got to get to at the beginning, two things. One, a big shout out to all the Edgeheads that made it out to the airline Dairy Cream in Vandalia yesterday for the very first Evening Edge Ice Cream Social. We had 50, 60 people, I think, over a 2-hour time frame show up. And Ian, my producer tonight, he was there. Thank you for coming out. And we just had a great time. A lot of Edgeheads meeting each other for the first time. They might know each other if they watch the live stream. People chat back and forth, but they don't know who they are. If you've never met them. So that was really cool. And we gave away some concert tickets. We gave away stickers. And the Bubble Man of Yellow Springs stopped by. And that was exciting. He was blowing bubbles there in the parking lot. So thank you to everybody who came out yesterday. And, of course, thank you to the airline Dairy Cream for hosting us. I hope to have another ice cream social before the end of the summer. The other thing, it's in the news today, and I'm hoping that somebody in Tip City might be able to give us some an update or some insight. Today was the day that blasting was supposed to begin up there in Tip City, so they clear out some shallow stones, shallow rock for a foundation that is going to be developed, or a development. And I actually met some people from Tip over the weekend who had no idea that this was going to be happening. Now, I bring it up because we have one of the Evening Edge Handsome Hard Hats available for you to win right now at my Facebook page. Now, of course, anybody can win this, but I'd love it if somebody in Tip City won. Because if there's going to be explosions going on over the next 6 to 8 weeks, which they're talking about, you might want some protection. You might be outside with your dog, your kids, you're out doing yard work, whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, and then you're like, oh my gosh, take cover. This hard hat will protect you. You can wear it when you're outside there in Tip City. So go to my Facebook page and register for that. And a week from tonight, we will announce the winner. We got some mail to get to.
Back off the Jello Jack, and it's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The Fat Man.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
If you'd like to send me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com, or you can message me at Evening Edge Todd on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Hey, Todd, just curious if you've seen this before. Someone posted a receipt from a business that accepts tips and gives the amount based on the percentage of the total amount. Okay. But the math is way off. I wonder if this is intentional or a mistake. Curious if anyone locally has experienced or ever noticed this. Martin in Centerville. So here's basically what the story is. This looks like it's an Instagram picture. And you know how when you get your receipt, they give you, some places will put 20% tip, 18%, 16%, whatever it might be. And then then they give you what that amount will be. So all you got to do is transfer whatever they write down to the gratuity, and then you do the math. And I've seen this many, many times. It's a suggestion. Or for people like me who are not great at math, we've done the math for you. All you got to do is transfer it, right? Well, this particular picture, the bill was $30.53. And they put 20, 18, and 16. But the amount that is on there is not correct. For example, 20%, they say the tip is $7.59. Now, if you do the math, and I did it, I double checked it because I wanted to make sure. I got out my handy dandy calculator, my Texas Instruments calculator. And I did the math. A 20% tip on $30.50 is, or 53 cents, is $6.10. What they have on this receipt is $7.59. 18%, they have down $6.83. That's what the math is. That's according to this particular restaurant. And it doesn't say what restaurant it is. But in actuality, it's $5.49. So the point is that at least on this receipt, they're giving false amounts. And I'm curious if anybody has noticed this locally. Like if you've been to a restaurant someplace and you see those suggestions or those percentages with an amount next to it, if you've ever taken the time to actually do the math. Because I haven't. And again, I suck at math. So I just assumed that this was accurate. But according to this particular post and Martin in Centerville, who sent me this email, it's not always the case. Now, this begs the question as to whether or not this was intentional or not. Now, there's a part of me that thinks, yeah, the cynical part of me thinks this was intentional because they're expecting people like me who aren't going to do the math. They're just going to be like, oh, that was convenient. How nice of them. And write it down. But then there's the other part of me that thinks, well, maybe this was just a mistake. You know, somebody put in the, whatever it was into the system and they thought it was correct and they made the mistake and they put it in there. I don't know how that works, but I'd be curious if anybody has ever noticed that before. 937-457-1290 is the telephone number. We've got a car crashing into a building update.
Your crashed car. In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Edgehead Sean up in Springfield. He sent me this yesterday, and I believe this happened yesterday, or maybe it could have been Saturday. But this was at a church up in Springfield. And according to Sean, who I believe is somehow associated with this particular church in some manner, I don't know for sure exactly what his connection is. He may just be a member. I'm not sure. This is the second time in 2 years that this particular building has been crashed into. And the first time it was an SUV. This time, I'm not sure what the vehicle was, but the pictures that he sent showed pretty significant damage to the outside. But the real damage was on the inside. It doesn't look as though the car didn't go through the wall, but it hit the outside building hard enough that everything on the inside, which was, I believe, the kitchen, was just knocked off the wall. Like the cabinets were knocked down, the sink and the countertop were pushed. I mean, you can see the pictures on my Facebook. He sent me several pictures. And this is the second time. And ironically, the name of the church is the Impact Church. So it sustained its second impact in 2 years. So there you go. If you're keeping track, that is number 67 for the year. Number 67. 937-457-1290. We got Kim in Vandalia. Hey, Kim.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. So do you know anything about this receipt controversy? Is this, do you think this is intentional? Do you think it's a mistake, or what's your take?
Well, I just know that the Outback restaurant does that.
Now, when you say they do that, do they put the percentages down and then give you the actual dollar amount and you've checked it and it's wrong, or they've just put that information on there?
They put the information on there, and it does. Some restaurants will exclude the tax, but when I have done the math, it's over what it should actually be.
Wow. So, yeah, because you're supposed to tip before tax.
Correct.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. 30%, or if it's $30 times 20% would be $6.
Right.
But they always go over that.
Interesting. And they're just hoping nobody recognizes or realizes.
I guess, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I have noticed that at that particular restaurant only.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kim, from now on, whenever I go to a restaurant, if I see something like that, I'm pulling out my calculator and I'm going to double check the math. Thanks for your call, Kim. I appreciate it. And I would suggest doing that. I mean, in this instance, this particular receipt, again, I don't know what restaurant it's from, but it's, they say 20% of the check is $7.59. In reality, it's only $6.10. So they're scamming over $1 from whoever paid that bill.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right. Clinton, what's your tip system? How do you leave a tip? Is it actually based on the amount of check? Or do you... I know some people that they'll start the start the dinner with a certain number in mind, and then they just deduce as the dinner goes, depending on how good the service is. Kelly, how's John Sting? How's he doing? Hey, Marcia. Thanks for coming out yesterday. It was good seeing you. We just ran a commercial for a place near St. Paris that I guess has a giant herd of elk. And you can, I guess you can go on a little tour and see the elk. That's interesting. And they have a shop, I guess, where you can buy elk meat and fudge. Interesting. I didn't know that there was an elk encounter in the Miami Valley. That's pretty cool. All right.
First college football coaches poll is out, and Ohio State is not on the top of the list. Well, the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Now, to get back to this show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Baby,
wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Well, I'm sure you saw over the weekend, Lonnie Anderson played Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati. She died at the age of 79, just a few days before her 80th birthday. That was sad. It is sad. Holy cow. Now, I know that Howard Hessman, who played Dr. Johnny Fever, he's passed. Now Lonnie. I don't know, Gordon Jump, yes. But I don't know if any of the other regulars passed. I can't remember. Frank Bonner, he played Herb Tarlick. He's gone. Yeah, Ron's giving me the nod. Yeah. Wow. That's sad. That's sad that Lonnie passed away. You know, she was also known not just for being on WKRP in Cincinnati, but man, I kind of remember I was a kid around like teenager, but she was married to Burt Reynolds, and that was, oh my gosh, the tabloids would not leave them alone. It was awful. I just remember that. It was like Entertainment Tonight and all those shows talking about whatever the controversy was at the time with those two. Man, they couldn't escape it. I guess they were, I don't know if they met when she was in Stroker Ace. Remember, she was in that movie with Reynolds. I don't know if they met on the set or if they just made the movie together when they were together. But yeah. And then I guess she had more than 60 acting credits over her career. Well, Lonnie Anderson. And I love I've seen this several times today. The buxom blonde, the blonde bombshell. Yeah, that's what that character was known for. She was something else. She was kind of the brains behind the whole station, I think.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Heather, I did. Yeah, I've got it on my list. I don't know that I'm going to get to it tonight, but I will. I am going to find that story and get to it. Harvey. Well, you should have looked for their suggestion box. Clinton.
Or weather during the hour?
We'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk. WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you. You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I have a current events quiz that you can take if you're caller 5. 937-457-1290. Up for grabs tonight. We've got tickets to see America, the band. They're going to be at the Rose Music Center this Friday night. So if you'd like to go see America, just be the 5th caller. We'll get you on the air. You can take the current events quiz, and you will win those tickets. We got some animals attacking.
There is a wild side to every animal.
Here's something you like when animals attack magicians.
Animals took revenge.
Animals attack. Craziest animal attack story.
You're about to find out when animals attack.
Well, this first story, I've got 3 stories. This first particular story isn't supposed to ever occur. When you go to a zoo or an aquarium or someplace like that, you expect to observe the animals safely without any incident, right? Well, this happened down at the San Antonio Aquarium a week or 2 ago. I just saw the story over the weekend. 6-year-old boy was there with mom, and they were participating in a I guess what they call a touch tank, where you stand there next to the tank and you stick your arm in there, and the creatures that are in there get to interact with your hand. Well, on this particular day, July 14th, this little kid by the name of Leo put his arm in this touch tank. And his arm was, I would call it attacked by a giant octopus that was in the tank. And apparently, this little boy was left with bruises all up and down his arm because of the little suction cups. Mom posted video of his arm after the fact and said, this is what occurred. She did say that they didn't actually have any video of the attack because when it was happening, I guess she and the person she was with were panicking, so they weren't able to, get it on camera. Good for them. I'm glad somebody had enough sense to say, hey, let's deal with the kid with the octopus on his arm and not worry about filming it for TikTok. But, this happened, and then the aquarium, San Antonio Aquarium, posted a video on TikTok not long after, highlighting the bruises the specific octopus can leave behind can last anywhere between 7 to 14 days. They added that there's around 200 suction cups per arm or tentacle. I don't know. Isn't that a tentacle? Isn't the octopus arm a tentacle? Anyway, the aquarium adds that the giant Pacific octopus can lift up to 700 pounds. So the kid's recovering, but I would imagine he's never going to want to go to the touch aquarium again, right? Maybe not even into the ocean. The second story, this is a woman, I guess she's a sports journalist, Eleanor Boy, B-O-I, Boy, yeah. She's married to former New York Knicks forward Danilo Gallinari. Well, over the weekend, I guess they were down in Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina. Oh no, in Carolina, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay. She's pregnant, and she was wading in the water near the beach, and she was bitten by a shark. She got attacked by the shark. So that happened July 31st. I guess she's recovering. Yeah, she got bit by a shark. And then this one, this isn't about an animal attacking, but listen to this story. It has to do with animals and zoo animals. The Copenhagen Zoo is asking, brace yourself, is asking for donations of small pets as food for its predators. The zoo there, I guess it's the Aalborg Zoo, is trying to mimic the natural food chain of the animals housed there for the sake of both animal welfare and professional integrity. So the zoo posted on Facebook, if you have a healthy animal that needs to be given away for various reasons, feel free to donate it to us. So, yeah, they're asking for free animals. Maybe your kids have grown tired of their guinea pigs. You can take them to the zoo. Rabbits, take them to the zoo. Chickens, take them to the zoo. They do say that the animals will be euthanized before being fed to the lions and tigers and bears. But, wow, imagine having that conversation at home. Look, we've grown tired of the rabbit. And this would be a great way to, help out a predator. Wow, that's something. All right, we got Sam and Sydney. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing, Todd?
I'm well. You want to take the current events quiz?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh, my God. Listen, everybody.
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
A quiz, hot shot. Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, tonight, Sam, you are going to be competing for a pair of tickets to see America. It's this Friday night at the Rose Music Center in Huber Heights.
Nice.
All right. What's going on with your phone?
I have no idea. I'm just sitting there at the gas station.
Oh, it sounds like you keep dropping it or something. All right. Well, we'll muddle through this. All your questions tonight have to do with baby names, Sam. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Here's question number 1. 2 parents from Kansas say they're being criticized for the name they gave their new baby girl. They named her A, Blippy Moonbug, after the beloved children's TV character and company that owns the show. B, Juicy Nectar, after the liquid from fruit. Or C, Kelsey Taylor, after Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Ooh, it's got to be.
I think you said C there, yeah. All right, here's question number 2. Social media star Trish Paytas, never heard of her, but she's a social media star apparently, made headlines last week after announcing to her followers that she's going to name her new baby boy A, Sir Lancelot, B, Chip N. Dale, or C, Aquaman Moses.
Ooh, it's got to be C.
You got it. But as discussed on this show several times, Aquaman is probably the lamest of all the superheroes. So why would you go with Aquaman?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, here's question number 3 for the big win. A woman on Reddit is calling out her sister and brother-in-law for their decision to name their baby after the place where they met. They're naming the child A, Starbuck Tessa, after meeting at Starbucks. B, Velvet Lady, after meeting at a strip club. Or C, Napleton Hyundai, after meeting at a car dealership.
Well, it could be B, but I think I'll go with C.
You got it. Yeah, Napleton Hyundai. That's her name. All right. Well, congratulations. You are the winner, Sam. Hang on the line. We'll get your details and we'll get those tickets out to you. Okay?
All right.
All right. There you go. And that's how you play the current events quiz. I've played this clip several times over the years since I discovered it on TikTok, and you'll probably recognize this voice here.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage.
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
All right, so he's creepy, and that, of course, is Gary Busey. And over the weekend, news came that he has pled guilty to criminal sexual contact. He admitted, after first denying this, that he inappropriately touched several women on their buttocks without their permission during a 8 to 10 second photo op back in 2022. Apparently, he was appearing at the Monster Mania Con in Cherry Hill, New Jersey in August of 2022. And he was asked to pose with a photograph. And he gave the woman, I guess, a little pat on the bottom. Yeah. So now, after denying it, he finally admitted that he was guilty. The 81-year-old actor faces a maximum of 5 years probation and a $500 fine. So here's the thing. When you are asked to take pictures with people, and I had a number of people ask me for selfies yesterday when we were out at the Ice Cream Social. I learned this from Keanu Reeves. If you ever see Keanu Reeves, if he's ever in a picture, posing with a fan, he keeps his hands to himself. And it's really a good idea because even if you're not intentionally trying to do it, if something happens, somebody moves suddenly and you end up touching them in a, personal area, that can really have some repercussions. But it sounds like Gary Busey meant to do it. So, yeah, he's a creeper.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out, punk.
T-O-double-D.
H.
Oh. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO. needs. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com.
WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Over 64,000 pounds of butter are being recalled. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Every Wednesday, well, most Wednesdays here on the show, it's Wing It Wednesday, and this is an opportunity for a local nonprofit to be on the show for about a half an hour to talk about their good works, what they're doing for the community, maybe promote an upcoming event that they're trying to put on, or maybe donations, whatever it might be. Wing It Wednesday is the opportunity for those folks to come on the show. Well, I've got some openings going into the fall. We've got guests the next couple of Wednesdays, but then I think there's an opening, and then in September we have 3 or 4 dates that are open, and all through the fall. So if you are part of a nonprofit, or maybe you know somebody who is, maybe a neighbor or somebody at your church or whatever, that might be interested in coming in and being on the show, let them know about Wing It Wednesday. All it costs them is a order of wings from a local restaurant. I don't care where they're from, as long as they're edible. And I don't want them too hot. I don't like super, super hot wings. But it's a small price to pay to get on the WHIO airwaves and promote your nonprofit. So have them find my Facebook page and look for Wing It Wednesday. You'll see the logo on there. Or you can email me, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. I'd love to have you on the show.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I've got that story too about the butter. That's hysterical. Wait, there's milk and butter? What? What? I know. Wings are tasty. They are tasty. So yummy.
And immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
What time is it? Time for action. Well, the radio is on.
I've been waiting all day.
It's go time.
That's the big thing today, radio.
Getting restless?
Speak into the microphone, Squid Brain.
Let's start the show.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Can we get some more butter?
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I don't know if you heard that story that Ron had about the butter recall. You know, lots of times things get recalled because there might be nuts in it. And there are people that are allergic to nuts, or there might be some ingredient that causes people problems, and they need to know that it's in there. This is just odd. 64,800 pounds of butter recalled because milk was not listed as an ingredient. Does anybody not know that butter is made from milk? That makes me laugh. I just feel like it's so obvious. Why would you not know that? Is there butter out there not made with milk? I mean, margarine isn't really butter. I don't know. 937-457-1290 is the number. Coming up this hour, we've got a weird story about a mom. We think it's her mom, the kid's mom. We're not sure. About taking a bus trip and putting their kid in a piece of luggage, I guess, as a carry-on. So we'll get to that, but we got some mail.
Pack up the yellow jacket. It's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The Fat Man.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
If you'd like to send me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Here's our first one. Hey, Todd, I love your show. I remember one time you were talking about weird festivals around the country. Have you heard of the Squonk Festival? I work for an aerospace company in Dayton and had to visit Johnstown, Pennsylvania last week for work. I saw a bunch of advertisements for it. I left before the event, but thought you might check it out. Pamela in Beaver Creek. Well, thank you, Pamela, for... All right, that's the wrong button. Thank you for loving the show. I appreciate it, Pamela. I've never heard of this, and I guess it's spelled Squonk, Squonk. Squonk? I've never heard of this. Apparently, a squonk is a fictional pig. According to the story that I found, Pennsylvania's ugliest creature, a depressed fictional pig named the Squonk, will take center stage Saturday at Squonkapalooza. That was this past weekend. It's a festival drawing in people across the country to celebrate the mythical being and make it smile. Never heard of Squonk. What is it, from a book or a movie or something? Let's see. Squonkapalooza organizers described the Squonk as the saddest of folklore creatures who cries constantly because it's so ugly. I've never heard of this. The Squonk is described as having loose-fitting skin and warts. Its closest relative is the boar or pig. It has 2 webbed feet only on the left side. What is this? Has anybody heard of the Squonk? Yeah, I don't get it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The origin of the Squonk, said to reside in the Keystone State's hemlock forest, dates back to 1910. It is from a book called Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwoods. And apparently Pennsylvanians have adopted the beast as their own. This is the 3rd annual Squonkapalooza, which is held at the Bottle Works Ethnic Arts Center in the southwestern city of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. The event includes a compliment contest where participants can try and cheer up the ever sad squonk. Has anybody gone to the Squonk Fest or Squonkapalooza? There's a couple of things that I would drive to Pennsylvania for, but not that. Speaking of Pennsylvania, did you hear about the wiener spill? Oh my gosh. Thousands and thousands and thousands of frozen hot dogs spilled across Interstate 83 in Pennsylvania. Closed the highway in both directions, a 4-mile stretch. There were wieners spilled all over the road. It happened, around 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe Saturday or Sunday, doesn't say in this particular story, but I saw this and I posted it online, and my first thought was, where in the world is Pennsylvania needed you, Joey. They needed you to come and gobble up all those spilled wieners. Here's another email. Oh, I should, you know what? This might be a time to issue one of these. We started doing this last week, just in case we have something that might be a little adult in nature on the show. So
Warning. We have young ears present.
That's very adult, Todd.
How salacious.
Here it comes.
This is your last warning.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Well, I got an email from a mom who said that she listens to the show all the time, and usually it's when she's got her kids in the car, and sometimes there are subjects that come up on the show that might be a little more mature in nature, not over the top, but, there's sensitive ears out there. So this gives you an opportunity to either turn the station down or just listen a little more intently in case you need to do that. I'm not going to be the judge and try to figure out which story is appropriate or not for your kid. Hey, Todd, my wife and I just got back from visiting her parents down in Florida, and they live in what's known as the Villages. If you're not familiar, it's this giant senior 55-plus community with over 80,000 residents. Yes, I've heard of the Villages. While we were there, we met another couple who were visiting their parents, and while chatting about the community, we heard about a rumor of something called the loofah code. Have you heard of this? The rumor, and we don't think it's really true, is that people hang colored loofahs on their golf carts to let others know their sexual preferences. The loofah code? Really? My wife's parents say they've heard of it, but don't know if it's true either, but they've only lived there for a few months. I thought some of your edgeheads might have heard of this. Dennis and Kettering. Well, I've never heard of the loofah code, but there's a TikTok about it, several TikToks about it. And there's actually a graphic that I found. And it gives you a rundown of what each color loofah signifies. So I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not sure. I don't know anybody that lives in the Villages. I've heard of it, but I just if it's let's see, if there's a white loofah hanging on. Oh, and by the way, everybody drives golf carts down there. Like, these communities are set up for golf carts because they don't want the traffic. So everybody just rides around on golf carts on golf cart paths, and that's the way they get around. And I've seen stories about this. Some of these golf carts are off the hook. You spend like 20, 30, 50 grand on customizing their golf carts. All right. If the loofah is white, that means that they're just novices and beginners. And I think this might be wife swapping or spouse swapping. I think that's what it is. Look, Ian, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that's, I believe, what it is. If the loofah is purple, it means that they're voyeuristic and like to watch. If it's pink, it means a soft swap. People who like to do it with others in the room. Oh my God. Really? Blue is the lowest level of full swap, those who can play well with others. Yellow, a mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Black, a full swap. They say what do they say? Those who say, what the hell, let's let it all go down. And then if there's a teal loofah, that means that they're bisexual. This cannot be true. Has anybody heard of this or know whether it's true or not? That is crazy. But I will tell you, I have seen stories where some of these communities, and it's not just in Florida, some of these huge senior communities have been targeted, or not targeted, but identified as areas with the largest problem with STDs. So I don't know if it's true, but it could make some sense.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd
Oh, we got
Hollst.
somebody.
Call Todd now.
All right, hang on the line. We got somebody who knows.
1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown,
I didn't think it would
seriously
take as
funny
long as
on
it did.
WHIO.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, Colleen. What's the maybe just no loofah? If it's loofah free. Let's see what other colors are available. We got white is used, purple, pink, blue, yellow, black, teal. Maybe brown. That sounds like an unappetizing loofah color. Brown. A brown loofah. Caroline, that's funny. Oranges were too tired. That's funny. I don't know, Caroline. I don't know. I mean, I know loofahs come in a variety of colors that you can, I guess be easy to hang on hang on like a rear view mirror. Like fuzzy dice. I don't know. Look, a lot of these people are retired and have a lot of free time. They need to fill it up somehow. You can't play pickleball all the time.
Cops in Greenville say a man who crashed last night was drunk at the time. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I just saw a story on Channel 7 that there's an online petition right now to try to get the city of Birmingham, England, to rename their airport the Ozzy Osbourne Airport. And it's got like 65,000 signatures. So, hey, if you're an Ozzy fan, get on it. Just Google it. 937-457-1290 is the number. Got an email from Dennis in Kettering about the loofah code, which I don't know if this is true or not, but the village is in Florida. That's a huge place. It's a huge senior 55-plus living community. And the story is that you hang a certain color of loofah on your golf cart, and it is a sign to indicate to others your sexual preferences. If you like to watch, or you want to swap, or maybe you're bi, or whatever it is. And I have no idea if this is true. I know it's been going around. I've seen it, videos of people talking about it on TikTok, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like it would be real. But look, people in these communities have a lot of free time. They need to fill their time. They can't just play pickleball all the time, right? So maybe this is what they're doing. Tim in Franklin. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Todd.
Hey.
First time caller. I love your show.
Thank you. Hang on. I keep hitting the wrong button for some reason. I wanted to give you casino bells, but instead you got applause. But either way, welcome.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, my sister lives in the Villages.
Okay.
She's been there for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And I asked her about that as soon as she moved there. Well, not as soon as she moved there, a couple of years afterwards. And she said it was a rumor that was started by a neighboring community.
Oh!
But there are some people that play along with it that
Yeah.
do hang loofahs off their golf carts.
Oh, wow. So I'm thinking that people are hanging them off like the rear view mirror, like you would hang fuzzy dice.
Yeah, sometimes, and they've got like a flag that they'll hang it off of that waves around.
Oh, wow. So some are doing it. Who knows if they're doing it for real or if they're just having fun, but
well, she told me that it was just a rumor, and she said that by a neighboring community that was jealous about something. I don't know, but
that's funny.
She said there was nothing to it.
Okay, thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Jay in Inglewood. Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up, Todd?
How are you, man?
Love the show.
Oh, thank you.
So,
hey, I hit the right button this time.
There we go. So obviously, like the other caller said, it might be a prank that started, but I don't know about loofahs, but I know I've heard about the Upside Down Pineapple Club.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you're a swinger, if you're a swinger.
The other thing is, as far as nursing homes, I've heard from across the country because I've lived on each coast, but I know that it's not just down in the villages that might have that kind of problem with the STDs. It's nursing homes, especially if they're probably larger ones, or have the assisted living facilities attached to them. So, and I don't know how long that's going on, but if you think about how old people are, 55 years ago, that was 1970. So some of these people might be, the products of some flower child.
Oh yeah, free love, man. Let's bring free love back. That's what they're talking about down in the villages and all the nursing homes. Wow. All right. Well, I appreciate your call, Jay. Thank you. That line's open 937-457-1290. I felt like this was probably not real. It's a little too in depth, right? It's like somebody was drunk one night and came up with this notion and they said, oh, let's do it. But it could have been a neighborhood prank. That's cool.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out. T-double-D. H-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Oh, yes. The famous key parties. I remember there was an episode of that 70s show where the parents in that show were invited to a party. And when they walked in, there was a fishbowl by the front door. And they were told to drop your car keys in there. And the mom, her name's escaping me right now. Thought they were doing it to keep people from drunk driving. Kitty thought it was to keep people from driving home drunk. As did Red, I guess. And then what they find out, though, is it's actually, thank you, Colleen, thank you. It was actually a key party where whoever's key you pull, that's who you swap with or something. That's crazy. I loved that show. That was such a good show. The plaid loofah.
Unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who'd like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. If you're just joining us, the beginning of the show, I sort of gave a recap of the great Evening Edge Ice Cream Social event that we had yesterday, and I wanted to give another shout out to all the folks that were able to make it. I think in the 2 hours, and there were people there that were a little bit early as well, which was awesome. I think we had between 50 and 60 people kind of roll through. It was just really a lot of fun, and meeting everybody, and the Edgeheads got a chance to talk to each other, meet other Edgeheads, and hope to do it again. Hopefully before the end of the year, we'll have one more. I've got a couple of places that are interested, so we'll see what we can do. Put together another Evening Edge Ice Cream Social. And I was telling people out there yesterday, there at the Airline Dairy Cream in Vandalia, what I'd like to do is do like five or six of these every summer. You know, like start it in May and do one every month through October, and kind of hit different areas. So maybe if you know of ice cream places that would be open to that, maybe you know the owners, maybe you're one of the owners yourself. Send me an email, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. I had a number of people mention places, New Carlisle and Bellbrook, Centerville. They're like, oh, you should go there. Oh, you should go there. So I'm open to it. 937-457-1290 is our telephone number. We do have some food news. Speaking of yummy food.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No flavors here. Food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big? Did you order this kind? This is so scrumptious.
So I saw this story, and this is kind of interesting. I've never used virtual reality before. There was one time where I tried on one of those, what do they call it? Oculus Rift? Is that, I don't know. So some sort of Oculus, I think that's what the name of it is. Well, one of those goggles. And a friend of mine had it at one of the early stages of the Oculus. And I didn't really enjoy it too much. It was a little wonky. I did kind of feel like, I was sort of immersed somewhere, but I don't think that it was all that exciting. But some people love it. Some people just love virtual reality. Now, here's another dimension, and this is why it's part of food news. Researchers in China say that they've brought us one step closer to making taste a virtual reality. They've invented something called the VR mouthpiece, which is described as a portable lollipop-shaped gustation interface. It was designed to stimulate taste via VR applications. The lollipop is required with numerous taste generators capable of producing 9 different flavors that include sugar, salt, citric acid, cherry, passion fruit, green tea, milk, durian, and grapefruit. So I guess as you're wearing these goggles and you're going through whatever virtual land you might be, maybe let's say a restaurant or a grocery store or a bakery or something like that. You put this thing in your mouth, and as you go through that experience, I don't know if you just taste what you're seeing or if you have to like sort of virtually pick it up and start chomping on it. I don't know. It's a good way to injure yourself by eating your fingers. I'm just saying. But I don't know. I don't know when this would be available for purchase, but certainly interesting. Certainly interesting. I've got this this story. Now we're not sure if this is a parent, but we're going to go with it.
Idiotic parents.
I saw this story down from New Zealand. A 27-year-old woman has been arrested after a 2-year-old girl was discovered inside a suitcase in a bus luggage compartment. This happened yesterday. This woman apparently boarded a bus. And, you know, when you board a bus, you bring your luggage and they put it underneath the bus seating, right? You've got that compartment on the side of the bus. The big thing lifts up and you see people, you know, you see that's where you put your bags. And then when you get to where you're going, they pull all those bags out. It's very simple. This was on a trip from Kaiwaka, north of Auckland, when a bus driver noticed movement in the luggage area. So I'm guessing that this maybe the kid was not in the suitcase for the trip or a portion of the trip, but this woman, and they don't know if it was her mom. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But whoever it was, she was the guardian at the moment. Let's just put it to you that way. She put this kid in the suitcase, and then the guy noticed that there was movement. When they opened it up, they called the police, of course. They opened it up, and she was very hot, but physically unharmed. She was taken to a hospital for further evaluation. The woman has been charged with ill treatment or neglect of a child. The bus company confirmed that the incident involved one of its vehicles, which allows children under 3 to travel for free on an adult's lap, not in the luggage. Wow. That's something. I wonder, what would somebody think that they were scamming the system by doing that? I mean, put your kid in the luggage and say, oh, nobody will notice. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's crazy. And then I saw this story. This is in Burbank, California. You know, they've got the goat yoga where you can go and do yoga and have goats climb all over you. Here's something new. It's called slasher size. What is slasher size? Well, it's a type of yoga where they have included participants engaging in an hour-long workout featuring movements reminiscent of iconic horror film scenes. They even use props like plastic chainsaws and fake knives to enhance their training. The workouts are set against the backdrop of looping horror film clips featuring characters like Freddie Mercury and Pinhead. Killer Fitness is what it's called. And so here's an idea. You know, there's a lot of fitness studios around here, and you're probably trying to differentiate yourself to the other fitness centers or yoga places, yoga centers. Here's your chance. Make it creepy. Make it creepier. It opened in May, offers 20 exercise classes a week, including horror yoga and fitness ghouls. The studio also hosts evening film screenings and community events, which creates, they say, a vibrant space for horror enthusiasts and fitness fans alike. Love that. That is cool. Slasher class. Slasher class. Tomorrow night on the show, it is Tasty Tuesday, and we'll have our regular allotment of tasty food stories. But last week we announced that we started with a sponsor. Roosters is now the sponsor of Tasty Tuesday. And every Tuesday we give away a $25 gift card to somebody during the Tasty Tuesday feature. And we feature their Tuesday appetizer. So tomorrow for $3 all day long there at Roosters, you can get their cheesy bacon fries, which are curly fries smothered in spicy cheese with real bacon bits. And it's only $3. That's pretty good. And I want to start trying to announce this like a day early, because lots of times by the time I'm on, people have already had their dinner or they're heading out someplace. They've already made plans. I don't want you to miss out. I don't want for you to miss out on the cheesy bacon fries. So that's Roosters tomorrow. They're Tuesday appetizers for $3.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out. T-double-D-H. Double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee.
Call today or visit mcair.com.
WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Warmer temperatures and a little more humidity are on the way. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Back to the show, everybody.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We've got an update on a story that we've been following the last several hours. You've heard Ron Otto talking about it, but I just saw this on WHIO.com earlier this afternoon. Firefighters were called to John Bryan State Park for a woman. They say a 63-year-old person had some sort of medical emergency while they were in the park on a trail. This happened around 3 o'clock is when they were called. And firefighters found the woman around 1.5 miles into a wooded area, but they had trouble trying to extricate her from the area because she was, I guess, on a very narrow area and was unable to get herself out. But from what I understand, what I'm seeing on the story is that she was in fact able to get out of there. They were able to use some sort of special firefighter equipment and get the woman on a stretcher into an ambulance. And she had, I guess, non-life-threatening injuries. So that's good. That's good. But definitely Channel 7 will have more on that later tonight at 11 o'clock. And, of course, Larry Hanskin on Miami Valley's Morning News tomorrow morning. Don't forget Wing It Wednesday. Mentioned this last hour. I'm going to mention it again. We have a number of openings for Wing It Wednesday going into the fall. I've got a couple of people scheduled over the next few weeks. Then we have an opening, and then we have a couple more folks coming in to promote their nonprofit. But we have a number of Wednesdays in September and all through October and November. And now's the time to sign up for it. And it's kind of weird because it goes in waves. I'll get like a ton of people wanting to be on, and we get them scheduled. Then we hit a lull. And that usually happens in the summertime. But there's a lot of nonprofit groups who are going to be doing events into the fall and, of course, into the Christmas season. So please, now is the time to sign up. Wing It Wednesday, you come in, you spend about a half an hour on the show talking about your nonprofit, all the good works you do, maybe an event that you're doing, or a campaign drive to raise funds, or merchandise, or whatever it is. All you got to do is let me know. You come in, you bring a order of chicken wings from someplace, and we sit here and we just wing it for a little bit here on the show. So if you're part of a nonprofit, or you want to, or maybe you know somebody who is, have them get in touch with me. Have them go to my Facebook page at Evening Edge Todd. It's very easy to find. And you'll find the details there, or just simplify it. Have them email me at eveningedgetod@gmail.com. Well, there you go. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. We'll be back tomorrow just after 5 o'clock. And it is Tasty Tuesday, and we'll have that Roosters gift card to give away. You can get the podcast of the show at eveningedgetod.com. And, of course, watch back on the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Have a terrific Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow here on the Evening Edge. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. See ya.